Good evening, everyone. Happy Easter. Hope everyone's having a good Easter. Got Instagram Live and Facebook Live. Look, I just thought it'd be good to recap. Obviously, it's the end of the first quarter. In the real estate world, it's pretty quiet in January, so I really have February and March with Easter, which I learned about a couple of years ago, being that to do with the moon. So Easter's a bit earlier this year. So look, it's been a good start, and look, it's something that I've mentioned on here a while ago that I have gotten used to, is setting goals. So in real estate terms, usually we go by quarters, and that tracks how we are going, and then obviously times it by 4. You should get to where you're going, or some quarters are busier. Usually in real estate, the first quarter we allow to be a little bit less in sort of fees written or properties sold, because a lot of people don't sell in January. Same at the end of the year, usually December gets a little bit quieter. So I just thought it'd be good to look at yourself and ask yourself, where are your goals and where are you heading? And that might be, it might be business-wise, it might be financially, it might be health-wise, because, it is really good to really sort of recalibrate and have a look at where you are at this time of year. It is Easter, so usually everyone's eating a lot of chocolate and, maybe eating or drinking a bit too much of everything else. So it's a good time of year to make sure that you're on track. See where you are and see, and make sure that, use this break to refresh yourself. I do Mount Cootha a few times a week with a few of the guys, and we've noticed the cars seem to be, settling down, and there's not too many there at early morning. But when we went there in January, there was a full car park. So, it'd be interesting to see if those people have, lacked the consistency and got that sort of, New Year's resolution in, and then all of a sudden, it goes away. So, it's very important to have breaks, is very important to have a rest. So really good to reevaluate where you are and see, where you are for, the people in real estate. I know, maybe looking, setting and ready to go for their next quarter. So look, guys, always good to look at that. Make sure you're on track, and whether that be fitness or, or whatever it is. It might be spiritual, I don't know, it might be yoga classes, could be anything. Remember, consistency is the key. Just look at improving every day, and make sure you're looking to take those actions. The other thing too is that we talk about a lot, or I talk about a lot, is the actions. You mightn't be where you want to be. Say if you're training, you mightn't have lost as many kilos as you wished, or you mightn't be as in the position that you are health wise. But guess what? It's in the bank. Like every morning I get up, look, I make a conscious effort to make sure I get up very early every morning. So make sure that, as soon as I'm having a win, and soon as that's getting out of bed very early and getting and doing some exercise. So look, I know that my target was trying to get a little bit fitter than what I was, but I know the actions that I've got in place that I'm doing, I have committed to that since the start of the year, or the end of last year, realistically, as fitness goes, and real estate goes as well. And I know that the actions that I'm taking place and the actions that I'm doing are really leading me into a good position on me personally. So, just make sure it's concentrating. Look, if you are where your goals are, be it wherever, and your goals aren't exactly what you're looking for at the moment, or that where you've reached, look at the actions that you're taking place and keep going, because I can tell you, if you keep doing it, by the end of the year, you'll be in a lot better spot. Look, the difference between, a thought and a decision is the immediate action. That's one thing that I look at, and, so make sure, it's not a thought, and make sure it's a decision. So put that action in place. Hope everyone has a really good Easter. Just a quick one. I got, look, people have, it's all over the news at the moment. Look, it came out last Sunday about the Australian cricket team. I think, obviously those 3 gentlemen are hurting at the moment. 3 really good players for Australia. Look, they've done the wrong thing. I think they've got serious repercussions that have happened. Look, they're not allowed to play for their country, not allowed to play cricket for 12 months. So look, they got to learn from that. I think it came. Look, sometimes blessings are in disguise. I think, personally, I think these sort of things can come at the right time. I know the Australian cricket team's been copping a bit of flack about the culture for a while, so it cops a bit of flack about that. This may improve that culture and may be the kick up the butt a few of them need, because they can get too far ahead of themselves, and some of that behaviour can lead into bad results. So look, maybe it was the little bit of the bad thing that had to happen to Australian cricket to improve it in the long run. That's the way you got to look at it. Look, they've all expressed that they're really sorry. I think that was a great thing to do, and I think they genuinely feel sorry for their actions, and I think they're well aware of the repercussions. Look, I think they're all at fault. Look, to be honest, if I was Warner, I probably would have copped it and taken it one for the team realistically, and said that it was his idea and he hatched it, and I think he would have probably looked a lot better to the Australian public if he actually came out and said, look, it was my idea, I was the one that went through with it, because I feel sorry for people like Smith, but that's my personal opinion. Guys, look, I hope everyone has a great week. Hope you all, the Easter Bunny came for you all, and I look forward to seeing you next Sunday. Thank you.